Hello guys, welcome to TPW Talking Pro Wrestling, and now it's time for Impact Emergence Predictions. I'm very excited for this pay-per-view. There's a lot of things that seem to be taking place. Bound for Glory is happening October as well. That's going to be very exciting too. It's one of Impact's biggest pay-per-views, Bound for Glory. There's going to be a lot that happens. Let's see. First matchup taking place that I'm going to say here. We have the X Division Championship taking place. Jack Evans versus Mike Bailey or Rocky Romero, which I believe is Mike Bailey. And all I have to say is that whoever becomes champion that night is going to retain. There's no question. There is no question about that. I do think that Jack Evans is going to put on a good match with whoever he ends up going up against. The X Division has always been amazing. There's always been great stuff taking place. It's just that. It's just that. And Violent by Design will take on Chris Sabin and Kushida. I'm kind of intrigued to see who will win this matchup. I'm going to say Chris Sabin and Kushida win this, though. There's not really much to say here. Then we have Bandito taking on Ray Horus. Ray Horus. Both of these two came from, were Ring of Honor stars, and it seems that Impact is signing both of these two, and this is great because they need more stars like Bandito and Ray Horus, and they need more former Ring of Honor guys because Ring of Honor is the way to go when it comes to that. And when somebody in Ring of Honor does a great job with these guys, and when Impact brings in people from Ring of Honor, they usually do even better. And Ring of Honor guys, most of the time, they're just so impressive. There's something about Ring of Honor in general that makes it so good. And it's probably the fact that they've done put on so many great matches, and that they're so good at what they do as a company. And with Tony Khan buying Ring of Honor, I feel this is still the case. Just with the fact that some of these guys that were in Ring of Honor had to leave for whatever reason. But I think whoever wins here it's going to be a great matchup, and it's going to show that both of these two are going to be big stars in Impact Wrestling. I'm going to predict here that Bandito beats Ray Horus, though, just because he's been losing a lot of his matches lately. I feel bad for Bandito. I know that's a dumb reason, but I don't care. Bandito should win. I like Ray Horus. I like Bandito. I think Bandito should win this. Now we got Steve Maclin taking on Sami Callihan. This is an interesting matchup taking place too. I do believe here that Steve Maclin will beat Sami Callihan, but I think okay, let me rephrase that. I think it's possible. I don't think it's going to happen, though. That's what I mean to say. I don't think it's going to happen. Sami Callihan is great, and there's a lot of great things about that. And there's not much to say. That's all. Sorry. We've got the 10-man tag team matchup. If Honor No More loses, they must disband. Eddie Edwards, Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, Kenny King, and PCO. They take on the Bullet Clubs, the Good Brothers, also known as Doc Gallows, Carl Anderson. And then we have Ace Austin, Chris Bay, and Hikuleo. And this tag team matchup is going to be amazing. I am so ready for it. I'm so ready for this matchup. I think this matchup's going to steal the show. I really do. Either this one or the Bandito and Ray Horus match. Horus, my bad. The Honor No More and Bullet Club have been having a really large rivalry lately. And I think that's it. And I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that Bullet Club wins and that Honor No More must disband. But I know that's a very unpopular thing that Honor No More is not going to disband, and that they're going to continue on as a group. The Impact Knockouts Tag Team Championships will be on the line as Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie, the champions, looks to take on VXT, also known as Deonna Purrazzo and Chelsea Green. Not much to say here, just that VXT, they're great. They're great. It was shocking to see Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie once again. That they were working together. But I'm enjoying it, and I'm enjoying their Knockouts tag title run so far. And I'm gonna say that they retain the tag championships. There isn't really much to say. And we also have the Impact Knockouts Championship on the line. Mia Yim looks to take on the champion, Jordynne Grace. This is going to be a great matchup, too. It is interesting that there's only 2 Knockouts matches taking place. However, Impact's Knockouts division is pretty small. And there isn't really much for the Knockouts division currently. So, they kind of had to put some matches on here, even if they were title matches. They kind of had to. There wasn't really much to do there outside of championship title matches for the Knockouts. But I think Jordynne Grace will retain the Impact World Knockouts World Championship. I do think Mia Yim could win it, though. But my prediction here is that Jordynne Grace retains. Mia Yim could be a great Impact Knockouts World Champion. And I do think that it's just around the corner at some point. Maybe later on into Jordynne Grace's run as the champion. Or somebody dethrones Jordynne Grace and Mia Yim dethrones her. I don't see Mia Yim winning this for the most part. And we have the Impact World Championship on the line, as we have Alex Shelley taking on the Impact World Champion, Josh Alexander. This is the matchup that I want to see. And Alex Shelley gets his first Impact World title opportunity ever. It's cool to see. And I think if Alex Shelley wasn't there, I think he'd be on the card with Chris Sabin and Kushida, and that Eric Young would be in the card with Violent by Design. Unless I'm not seeing something correct here. But Josh Alexander had a pretty good Impact World title run. And I think him continuing on and retaining the championship makes sense. Alex Shelley, it's questionable, but I do think if given the right booking, he could have a good title run too. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think Josh Alexander is going to retain the Impact World Championship, and there's really not much more to say after that. But thank you all, guys, for watching. This is TPW Talking Pro Wrestling. And next episode, we'll be doing the Impact results, Rampage results, and also Emergence results. But that's it. That's the end of TPW Talking Pro Wrestling. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Good night, everybody.